the leadership model has changed. It's gone from the superhero to this much more purposeful, authentic, genuine leader that creates an environment for his team or her team to blossom and do good things in the world.
A strategy is an integrated set of choices that positions you on a playing field of your choice in a way that you win.
We have more innovation now taking place, more innovation platforms evolving now than we have had since, well, really ever.
Welcome to the new world of work.
With that, everyone, big round of applause for Lisa Tenorio and Rob McKinney from Harvard Business. Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, Rob.
Hey.
How many of you wish you would have gone to Harvard? Yeah, this is your chance to feel like you're part of something special. So number one, Lisa, I want to start. Just tell me a little bit about Harvard Business Publishing. What do you do?
What do we do? Well, I think the quick answer to that is we support and develop leaders throughout their entire career, really from students to the C-suite and in between. And the way we do that is we have three kind of distinct parts to our business. So the first is the magazine, Harvard Business Review, and all of the great research, articles, podcasts, books that we publish on business and leadership. Hopefully some of you are subscribers out there. And then we have a higher ed business where we support faculty and students with case studies, simulations, course materials, all that great stuff to bring business challenges to life in the classroom. And then the last piece of our business, and that's what we're going to be talking about more here, is our corporate learning business. And really working with companies, L&D teams to develop leadership development solutions for their organizations. And doing that with a mix, we have a variety of different experiences we can bring together for that, both digital and live. And this is where we've been doing the great work with Domo.
In that first piece, Lisa, it talked a little bit about this idea of the new world of work. How do you describe that? What is that?
I would describe that as incredibly fast-changing. I mean, I think we're all feeling that. The pace of change, the level of uncertainty, the complexity of decision-making. And, you know, the advent of AI is just a great example of this. Everything that Josh was talking about this morning, right? Like the technology is evolving so rapidly, there's a lot of opportunity, there's also a lot of uncertainty. So leaders really need the skills to manage change, take smart risks, and build resilience for themselves, for their teams. And I think this really points to, if anything, great leadership's more important than it's ever been, and leadership development as well.
So tell us a little bit more about that, Lisa. If you look at, a lot of your job is how do we develop leaders? What is it that you do there, and what are your clients asking for?
Well, I think what our clients are asking for, what our learners are asking for, is really how can we make the greatest impact in the shortest amount of time? So 3 things we've been thinking about on the product side quite a bit is how do we do high-impact, short-burst learning, personalization, and now AI-powered experiences, and how does that help us achieve that? I'll just say a little bit about each of these. I think leaders want quick, action-oriented learning they can apply in the flow of work. And one of the ways we've tackled that is to break leadership down. Like, we tend to talk about leadership like it's one big monolithic skill, but it's actually a collection of skills. And we've taken that further and really broken it down to micro skills and behaviors. And that's so that we can serve up really targeted learning that you can do in these bite-sized moments. The second piece of this is learning's more impactful if it's relevant to you. So how do we serve the right content at the right moment and really tailor experiences to who you are, your level, your role, your goals, and your needs? And I can't emphasize enough here how important data is to being able to do that, right? You have to have the right data, and you have to have that across all of the experiences. We have many different experiences that we pull together. So whether you're watching a video on your phone or you're on your desktop interacting with an AI coach, or you're in a live session in a discussion with your peers, right? We want to be able to serve you the right next step in your leadership journey. And then the final piece of this is, what we're really trying to do is help leaders apply what they're learning on the job, right? And there's two facets to this. One is increasing the likelihood that you're going to apply what you're learning, and the second is being able to measure that. And our clients really want to be able to measure that. And AI is opening up some really interesting opportunities on both of those fronts. So we're incorporating some AI experiences into what we do, AI role plays, sims, and this is really allowing us to start to assess mastery of skills. So not just, I completed it, but actually we can see the progression of skill proficiency over time. Ultimately, what we want to be able to do, and I think maybe it's now possible, is connect learning to business impact, right? To be able to say, this is how this impacted a leader on the job.
That's awesome. So it all sounds super cool. I want Rob to dig in a little bit to how is Domo helping you do that? What's that journey been like? What is it you were trying to achieve?
Yeah, I think that's a great segue. Data and analytics are really at the heart of our strategy and how we bring that vision of leadership development to life. We started with Domo almost 5 years ago, and we started with trying to unify reporting across a number of different platforms as part of our facilitated programs, where we had manual reporting in Excel, if you can believe it. And
anybody else? Yeah. Manual reporting in Excel. Don't feel bad. You can raise your hand.
We'll talk to you later. But it gave us an opportunity to automate that reporting, but also create an opportunity for self-service. So clients could get the reports when they wanted it. They didn't have to wait for all those pieces. With the success of that, we moved across our digital products, and it gave us an opportunity to reimagine the reporting for each of those products. But it also yielded some other kind of maybe unanticipated help benefits from being able to look across those different solutions. So clients don't just buy one solution, they buy multiple solutions. They can look at the trends across those. And that predates the skill work that Lisa talked about. Our latest effort is called HBR Spark. And maybe we could roll the overview video just so you can get a sense of what the product looks like. We designed this to address a lot of the concerns that Lisa discussed earlier by mapping our content to a skills framework. And it's designed to help guide the learner through our vast catalog of thought leadership, so a variety of different formats, articles, videos, podcasts, and so on. And give, with an AI feature, give them access to a synthesized answer to their most pressing leadership problems, but then give them recommendations in terms of where they might want to go to learn more. And then finally, we use that same skills framework to help the learner understand their activity is helping them build new skills in different areas, and just really helps build that culture of learning and the fact that they have to be self-directed. Now, if that's the learner experience within the product, buyers, corporate buyers in particular, they want to know what's going on in these learning products. And when we designed HBR Spark, we designed Domo right in from the start. And so maybe we could roll the Spark dashboard video, and I can tell a little bit about what's going on. So this is built in Domo, and we provide indications of license utilization, engagement metrics, active users on a monthly basis, but we also give clients an opportunity to see themselves and compare themselves to others. So how are they doing? There's always that competitive edge in terms of where they want to go. We've also leveraged the same skills framework to allow organizations to see the new capabilities that they are building so that they can align that with their strategy, but they can also drill down and understand what content and what skills are resonating in the organization and use that to promote more broadly across the organization and really drive engagement.
Rob, Lisa, this is awesome. Look, we're gonna end with just one little piece here. Rob, you've done some pretty amazing things over the past 5 years with data. You're starting to do some really cool things with AI. Can you give us just a quick example of what is it that your team's doing with AI today to help Harvard?
Yeah, we have a really exciting initiative that we started with our CSMs to help highlight additional insights for them, make them more of a consultative partner. And I've got a quick demo demo video that we can walk through. And I'll take the role of a CSM. If I'm in that role, I'm managing a lot of clients. So I want to, when I come in the morning, I want to be able to see what's happening. And the portfolio insights that you see on the left highlight key activities, either a big increase or decrease in some activity. From that, you can then click on one of the clients. It'll set the filter for the page, and then we haven't leveraged the AI capabilities to ask prompts to go deeper. And here, it's diving through a number of different engagement metrics. It's looking at things like visits, time on tasks, views, things like that. And it helps really help understand what's going on underneath that decline. And so as it forms the answer, you'll see down below, it provides key metrics along with insights in terms of where you might want to go next. And again, helping the CSM navigate all of this and find the narrative and find the story in the data itself. And then finally, from this, you can go down and look at the BI that we've incorporated into this experience as well. So you can see trends in peaks and valleys of visits, for example, over the last 30 days. You can pick one of those date points and then have that filter to see what skills were being looked at. That might be a really good indication of if there was an all hands the day before and they were focused on a particular skill. Was that skill resonating? Did people actually take action from it? So again, we're really excited about how this will change the conversation between the CSMs and our clients to really help them understand what's going on.
Lisa, Rob, big, giant round of applause for Lisa and Rob from Harvard. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.